I'm curious to see if Flacco's opinion on this whole story, because this has been kind of crazy the past 3-4 days. But Charleston White goes on a racist rant against China Mac, and apparently, was this an old video or is this a recent thing? Because it seemed like to be an old video from back in the day that they like found, you know.
Well, so here, so okay, so we were the first one to like post this video. Now, yeah, the video was resurfacing across like Twitter and shit, like through fans and shit.
It's an old video. That's what I thought. It's from back.
Well, no. So like China Max says that it's new.
Old or new, regardless, it's you know, not right to be saying shit like that at all.
Now, there is some old videos from a while back where he's saying like similar things. And there's even old videos back where he's saying the opposite thing, you know? Right? Like, right? So, you know, I guess I don't know, but I can't read. So like, let somebody like read the story.
We all know he's out of his mind at this point.
No. We can't play on YouTube. No. Hell nah.
Okay.
Hell
that might be a little bit too crazy.
Some wild stuff.
Yeah.
Basically,
is Charleston White the black Richard Spencer?
I think he's just like loony, dude. I think he's just crazy. Like, I feel like he there's like Flacco was saying, he doesn't really stand on one thing. He just talks shit just to talk shit.
Yeah. Like Richard Spencer actually believes like what he be saying, right? Or did believe it. Like Charleston White, if there's a video that like came out of you saying them Asian folks don't bother nobody, but them Asian folks look out for black folks. Black folks, y'all better leave them Asian folks alone.
Yeah, but
this video that drops into like it's kind of like contradicting, you know.
At some point, it looks like he's willing to die for it, bro. So he might believe in it because he's not like completely safe. He's not getting safer after saying stuff like that.
You know what's crazy, right? Is somebody like commented that exact same thing, right? Like you just said in this video, like the longer version, and his response to that was shit. I'm gonna show you niggas and how to go viral, right? So like he says like, right,
wow.
right. So like, you know, he's doing this just like to go viral, man. But
how old is he?
Like 52. But like here's the full
52-year-old cloud chaser.
It's crazy, right?
Charleston White get a job.
We haven't told what happened.
Yeah. So here's the story. So
and Vashai hates when we don't read the script.
Yeah.
Sorry about that, Vashai.
Can't see, so like one of y'all can read it.
Okay, so basically, Charleston White receives backlash for his racist rants on China Mac. China Mac said that he is going to hold Charleston White accountable for his Asian hate when it comes to New York, April 30th for a comedy show. Live Nation canceled Charleston White and DJ Academic's upcoming live show in New York following White's racist rant against China Mac and the Chinese. Charleston White says he canceled his own show in New York because he is scared of China Mac. So yeah, basically this whole post came out saying Live Nation canceled the show, and it seemed pretty apparent that Live Nation did it, but then Charleston White came out with the video saying that no, he's like he said China Mac was threatening to pull up on me and hurt me or even kill me, and he's like the venue was not going to let me in with a gun and they were only going to let me in with a 3-inch knife, so I said I canceled it, and that's obviously
cap. Show to cancel.
Yeah, that's cap.
Yeah, right. So look, he's lying because like it's academic show, not you feel me, like not his show. You feel me? And he's just like a headliner who's coming to perform, right? So you know, so he's lying. Now here's the general take on this. Now when I first seen this, when I first like watched the video, was I shocked? No, because like I've seen Charleston White say the exact same thing about other people's kids specifically, right? Now,
does anyone have a lighter here? Sorry.
Nah.
Okay.
But him being canceled or like this show being canceled, one, it's a great thing for everybody, right? But then two,
great.
The show being canceled, yeah, like right, yeah.
Well, it's not great for academics, probably. You know what I mean? Like he's probably pretty bummed about it.
Yeah, right. But if it wasn't gonna get canceled, then Charleston White would have performed. You feel me? So it's kind of
I'm not saying like he should have been able to perform. I'm glad they canceled it, but it's just like, how do you think academics feels like about this? You know what I mean? Like, but at the same time, he is kind of at fault for even wanting to do a collab show with someone like a Charleston White. But it's like at the end of the day, they could have just booted Charleston White and left academics on it.
Well, yeah, right. So like I could have prevented this though, like by just saying I Charleston White, you feel me? You know, and you're off the show, right? But here's the thing though, like my like initial like just jerk reaction was damn, bro. Like remember like how like last week when I told y'all that like I don't really be categorizing like the quote unquote hood gangsters as gangsters, right? Because like when Charleston White was out here saying F y'all dissing, you know, like dead rappers that we all love. For example, Charleston White says F a bunch of dead LA rappers who we loved, and then came to LA, got a 20-piece to be on a podcast. So he said F dead LA rappers and came to LA and got 20,000 for a podcast and nobody was held
Who
accountable.
podcast was he on?
I forgot, right? But I'm gonna actually look that up, right? Feel me, right? But like, if he came, got a walkthrough, was taking all type of videos and photos in LA after saying that, and nothing was done, but then Charleston White said, "Yo, after these Asian folks, right?" And an Asian dude stood up and showed y'all what being gangster really is. You feel me? And shut that shit down. Come on now, you feel me, man? Like, you know, as black folks, man, and we got to stand up and hold niggas accountable, bro, because that Asian man called China Mac and he wasn't going for it. You feel me? And he spoke up and applied pressure and got Live Nation to like cancel everything. Why the fuck hasn't Live Nation, these podcasting niggas, right? These other events that Charleston White do, you know, comedy at, why hasn't anybody else canceled, you know, like Charleston White shit, you know? Because why? Because we have no power. You know, it's that simple.
What kind of show were they doing? Was it like it was a comedy show? It was a live podcast? What were they
Like
doing together?
stand-up.
A comedy show.
Yeah, Charleston White does stand up.
It's not really I don't know, there's other comedians out there that have this like whole thing where they just say the most craziest thing possible to get a reaction out of the crowd, and that's their whole shtick, you know, that's their whole like kind of a thing, like how they get a reaction out of people on stage. And I feel like Charleston White has that, but at a certain point, it's like, what are you listening to? I can't see him making people laugh on stage. Like, what is he just gonna go on a racist rant, and all the racists in the group are gonna be like, woohoo, yeah.
He's funny on stage.
I didn't even know he had fans like that to do.
Right?
A show, a Live Nation show.
Yeah. Now listen.
Nah, it's more so academic show, but academics booked him for it.
That's like a little
Academics could
guess.
definitely get a Live Nation venue, but I don't think Charleston White could.
I think Academics could have held that show down on his own. I don't think he needed a
You
Charleston
should've.
White.
You guys think Charleston
Should've
White
been
is a good
taken off the
example of like any publicity is good publicity, because it's like he just goes viral all the time for the most negative thing possible, and it seems like he's making $20,000. He's still making money here, you know.
For a walkthrough, yeah.
Yeah, so it's just like, is this a good example of like, do anything to be popular and you'll make money at this point? You know what I mean?
He's a great example of the more we talk about him, the bigger his ratings are.
No, exactly. That's the other
Because
thing. Yeah.
We're the people that, I mean, not just us, but I mean, the people are the people that's making him famous.
No facts.
If you put a Goofy on Goofy Time and nobody, you know, entertain him or anything like that, then you won't hear nothing from him. But we keep continuing to feed into everything he does. Ack is smart. Ack knows I can book this man for a show and people want to come up here and they want to see him.
Yeah.
I know that people gonna pay for it. So I mean, we the people that's feeding into this.
And at the end of the day, I feel like at this point, like Charleston White just like propagates racism. You know what I mean? Like in
Yeah.
any form or fashion towards any type of culture or different types of groups of people, he does it all the time. And at this point, it's just like, by working with him or by like putting him on platforms, it's like now this is really a good example of someone who's pushing racist ideologies, you know what I mean, into everyone's heads.
Even if y'all remember the clips of him saying that he rapes white women.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Like why are we still championing this man? Like
Bruh.
I feel like he's burning the. Oh, go ahead.
No.
I feel like he's burning the candle at both ends, because eventually people are gonna stop listening, right? And when people stop listening, they're not gonna start listening again. Like, he doesn't have anything endearing where it's like, man, I miss Charleston White.
True.
Like, it's the same thing with 6ix9ine. He was burning the candle at both ends, and then he officially like burnt the whole shit when he snitched. So
Nah, bro. So like, here's the thing, right? Like, for example, like with 6ix9ine and let's say Charleston White, right? Charleston White don't have to do this like shock jockey shit, right? Like when you hear him speak, just like just like speak about these critical things in our community, bro. Like the dude is, like, and he's on point, right? And he's sharp with his mind. He's a great speaker, a great orator. You feel me?
Charleston White?
Yeah, right. And like he has these great critical analysis and think pieces, right? So he could do that and still shock. Like, he don't have to do this shock jockey-ish, right? But here's the thing, though. Like, we realize in our community, bro, that if you're speaking that good shit, you feel me? Like, if you're speaking that positive shit, niggas ain't trying to hear you. You feel me, right? So maybe he felt like he had to go down this route, but you've gotten enough notoriety to where you don't have to do this no more. But you've said some things though to where there's no going back to it. Now, if he would have like straddled that fence of like the trolling ish and shit, right? You feel me? And just kept it to F the gangsters, cool. But once you take it from saying F the gangsters, which, you know, majority of the country would not disagree with, and then you transition it into baby should be raped, nah. Like,
He said that?
Yeah.
See, that's the type of shit that throws me off because I've been told by multiple people that he has a more grand purpose and he has a better message that gets overshadowed because of all this crazy wild takes that he has. And it's just something to where he has like another agenda and he's trying to help gang members and things like that. But I just never see that. We just only hear crazy shit like what you just said.
Not right. Look, so, and there's one time that I thought that was when him and Crip Mac was going back and forth, right? And all month. I'm talking about beefing. And then when Crip Mac got like DP'd and he came online and he actually was shedding tears for Crip Mac and saying, damn, homie, like you got purpose, homie, like, you know, get away from niggas. You feel me?
What, it was genuine?
Yeah, like crying. Feel me? Like legit, like crying, breaking down. So if he got that much love and in like his like heart for like Crip Mac, and then like that shows me like that back and forth was him just trying to like, I guess wake him up. And so he does have, you know, like some type of good to him, man, but he's just taking it to a point right now to where like fuck what your mission is, like fuck what your message is, dog.
The
like,
message is being lost in all those, you know, crazy shit he's doing.
bro. Like once you say that, yo, babies should be R-word and killed and fed to alligators. Like once you say, bro, he says, he said Asian babies should be raped and killed and fed to the alligators.
Whoa.
Like, come on.
R-word.
No, I know.
That's crazy to me, right?
No, bro, that's beyond crazy.
Right, but again, like this ain't the first time he said it though, and he said that Mav Hoffa daughters should be effed. You feel me? And, right? So like, and so he has said this about multiple babies and kids in the past, right? But Charleston White hasn't been held accountable because we, as black folks, as melanated people, we don't be holding our own accountable, right? Because we don't give a fuck.
Or do you feel like it's because he's like a clown, basically? You know what I mean? Like to when he's like just saying such ridiculous things, it's like you're not gonna just, you know, you're gonna beat up someone who's being disrespectful and like who has like, you know, like has like a little reason behind it. But a person who's being disrespectful just be disrespectful and they do it to everyone. At a certain point, you're just gonna like turn a blind eye and be like, whatever.
Question
He
though,
does
right,
this
Yori?
every week, all week.
Yori, question though, right? So why do you think Charleston White was comfortable pulling up in Baton Rouge, in Houston, in LA? But when the Asian mob told this nigga, if we see you in New York, it's your ass.
It wasn't.
And he said, I'm good.
It wasn't so much the Asian mob. It was the stipulations in New York.
Yeah, right?
Like, you can't get away with having a gun on you in New York. Especially, like, let's say you go through security find a gun on you. Mm-hmm. Security could call the cops on you, bro, and a lot of them do. Like, they're not trying to deal with all of that.
Is armed security even more expensive in New York because the guns are illegal?
I would assume so, bro. I ain't never had no security in New York, but
Yeah.
Where's Charleston White from?
Texas.
Yeah, from like Fort Lauderdale, I think. No,
Fort Worth?
Yeah. Fort Worth, Texas. You feel me?
Like outside of Dallas.
Bro, listen, bro, and he pulled up in Chicago after saying fucking Vaughn.
Yeah, because you can hold that blick.
Come on.
Anywhere you can hold a blick, he gonna be there. But if he can't have his own, you know, setup, he not gonna be there.
But tell me this from you guys' own knowledge. Is he pulling up frontlining or he pulling up ducked off?
Frontline. He be frontlining. He be in diners and all that. Somebody, Black Lives Matter, somebody from there, they pulled up on him in a diner.
He's always with a big group, though.
He was with a table full of women that time, though. Like, he was the...
That's true.
The person who's supposed to protect, I guess. He ain't had protection.
It's because Charleston White do not respect the force of niggas. You feel me? Right? It's simple, right? But, bro, it's simple. And he don't respect the force that niggas is threatening him with. But when them Asian mafia say, bro, you pull up, we on that ass. That show is not going. Now, again, he could have easily I'm sure academics would have had 1,000 security guards outside.
Bro, not too long ago in LA, we had a rapper get shot in a car in in Beverly Hills, damn near. It was like a really nice area.
Where? Who?
Fuck.
Yeah.
I can't remember.
I know what you're talking about. It was 2 rappers in the car.
Yeah,
And one got shot. I can't think of who it is though.
Fuck, dude. The name's like it's on the.
What's the dude that said he didn't want to be from 60s no more?
Oh, Quanaranga?
Yeah. So
The one who was in the
remember.
car with him.
Lil Pump.
Remember that happened, right? And
Yeah.
like, there's other examples of like blatant, crazy, murders happening in like midday in nice ass areas because people have problems with other people. Charleston White, do you think he like plays on the fact that like, oh, they won't do this to me in a diner, like I'll be fine, or do you think he's really just feels safe because he always has a gun with him?
Listen, like, bro, I done seen 1,000 niggas die like with a gun in a lap, right?
Exactly, that's what I'm saying.
So
too.
I don't even think he cares about like the gun part. I just don't think that he respects the force, because listen, bro, because look, if Charleston White went to New York and did a podcast with some Asian podcast right now, that Asian podcast will be held accountable and ran up out that building by them Asian niggas. If Charleston White goes to Chicago and does a podcast after saying fucking Vaughn, ain't nothing happen.
You ever been in New York?
Me?
Yeah.
I drove past it. Well, I drove through it, yeah.
All right, man. I'm gonna tell you this.
Yeah.
Everything in New York is on camera. All of the
I know
cameras.
K5, we've seen it, yeah, I know, right?
Yeah, and all of the cameras, like the NYPD has jurisdiction, right? So they can have anything, bro. Anything. You can't do shit.
Of course.
And now, along with that, street niggas, like the ones he's talking to,
Yeah.
they don't rock with the police, bro. They don't rock with niggas who's gonna call the police. He's safe because they know he gonna call the police. So to get him out of here, you gotta take him all the way out. Because if you leave any breath in him, he's calling the cops, right?
The facts, of course.
So you either gonna do this attempted murder for leaving him alive, or you gonna do the 25 because you gonna get caught for murdering him anyway.
Yeah.
Because people don't commit perfect murders. It's not a thing anymore. It's too much forensics.
Of course.
So yeah, Charleston White is safe because he know who to mess with.
But that's it though, right? Like, for example, like,
He's messed with everyone at this point.
Yeah, because
right?
ain't nobody gonna try to kill him because you don't want to go that far because that's 25.
That's what I'm thinking.
minimum.
People are thinking like, bro, am I really gonna throw my life away over this guy who's gonna, he's gonna continue to do this?
He's more like your drunk uncle. Everybody got that drunk, weird uncle who just be running their mouth and talking, and you just let him talk, and you act like you don't even see him.
But imagine that drunk uncle is viral out of nowhere.
Yeah.
And that's it. And everyone knows their name.
I mean, Welvin was viral.